Peace. Peace sign up. A-time down. We good plan. Peace. Happy now. Hope y'all stay in the moment. Not too far in the past. Not too far in the future. No focus right now. You know what you're doing right now. Focus on that. Here to talk about blue apatite. Now, ironically, I'm not talking about the appetite like eating, but even though blue apatite does help with eating also. This is a piece of blue apatite. My camera may not get a good consistency on it. The blue apatite. It's a metaphysical stone that stimulates the intellect to expand knowledge and truth. You know what I'm saying? So matter of fact, and also that's also dealing with your throat chakra too, you know what I'm saying? The knowledge and the truth and being, you know, basically bringing that vibration forth, you know what I'm saying, with words, you know. But it's good stimulator of the throat chakra. It stimulates the intellect and expand knowledge and truth. Promotes the humanitarian outlook and service to others, you know what I'm saying? So the stone stimulates the vibration of, you know, bringing you into that mode of wanting to help people, you know. Like I said, humanitarian, you want to do things for people, try to create programs for these kids out here, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? That's what blue apatite helps to amplify and stimulate. It is a strong stone to use in past life or alternate life work, you know. So whenever some people like who may be, matter of fact, somewhat like a tarot card readers could probably use this too. Or people, just anybody dealing with you know, trying to do some soul searching or alternative life work as far as like what they call that, past life regressions, things of that nature. As a matter of fact, there's a strong stone to use in this type of work because of its ability to access the Akashic records and an individual's soul patterns, you know what I'm saying? So it has the ability to access the energy levels. Matter of fact, it has the ability to access the energy levels where the Akashic records and the individual soul's patterns exist. So it could get to the Akashic records and it could, you know, basically break down, you know, your soul patterns, seeing all your different, you know, lives that your reincarnated physical forms, you know, and understand when you could see all your incarnations, you know, your reincarnations over time, you can learn lessons from your past lives. And that's what a lot of past life regression work does too, you know, alternative life work, things of this nature. And the Akashic Records basis like you know, like the unseen realm that, you know, that holds the records of, you know, almost everything unmanifest and everything manifest. It's like, you know, it's like the consciousness library, you know, consciousness library of soul patterns, you know, and to go and see all the, matter of fact, it's like a library to see everything that happened in existence too, you know what I'm saying? Like to see, you know, you could kind of go visit World War II or these places, you know, through the meditation and the, you know, getting into the Akashic records. You know? As a matter of fact, like I know myself, I use this blue apatite with some merlinite. You know, merlinite. I had a video on merlinite too, but you know, you could do some channeling and past life work. As a matter of fact, merlinite a little more shamanistic and a little more darker because it'll dig deep into like them dark places that you try to throw away in the back of your subconscious. But you know, blue apatite, you know, I use that with my merlinite sometimes if I'm in that type of meditation, you know. But it definitely does help you to attain the Akashic records and do some, you know, like I said, matter of fact, you ever heard the little terminology? We use that terminology loosely. Like, oh yeah, man, I need to do some soul searching, man. Oh yeah, but and you just saying that shit just to really be saying it, but you don't understand that phrase and terminology really do comes from something real and much more deeper, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really, you know, soul searching really can help you, you know, but you gotta really soul search and know what you're doing and know how to go about doing it, you know. And blue apatite and the vibration from it could really help you with attaining, the Akashic records. And let's see, also the name apatite is derived from a Greek word meaning to deceive, because the variety of colors and formation in which this stone occurs makes it easy to mistake it for other types of stones, So basically, apatite, and which is funny because the name apatite, and which I'm gonna get into, because it also helps with suppressing your hunger. But that's what the name, in which I don't get into. We all know history and what names all stem down to, so I'm not gonna get deep into that part. But that was the Greek word, or Greek meaning. That's where it gets its name from. And that, as a matter of fact, and the name for apatite, is to deceive. And like I said, it comes from so many different colors, that they have of this stone that you can mistake it for other stones when you come across it and you find it in its natural state. Blue apatite is also associated with animal conversations because it is composed of the mineral phosphate that makes up the teeth and bones of all vertebrate animals, as well as their horns and their tusks. So basically, like this stone right here is basically like phosphate based. So I guess, and that makes sense, phosphate dealing with the teeth and the bones and things of this nature. So it helps with conversations. I guess maybe Caesar the dog whisperer probably got a little piece of apatite in his back pocket he don't tell y'all about. Remember I used to watch Caesar a lot on the National Geographic or something like that. In fact, until National Geographic started, till I started realizing that, oh yeah, these people owned by the 1%ers too. Dang. It still got some knowledge on there, but just watch yourself. But yes, this stone is associated with, animal conversations. As a matter of fact, so that would make it a good stone, like I said, bringing up Caesar, if you're trying to do some veterinarian work, or matter of fact, you do grooming with animals, anything of that nature, or, matter of fact, even though you shouldn't even have animals in the zoo, but if you were a zookeeper or something like that, matter of fact, probably to talk and keep the animals calm and in that state of mind while they locked up like that. But it definitely helps. Like they say, it's made out of phosphate, which is, in all of it. So in essence too, that don't mean just, the animals that's not as conscious as humans. We are animals too, so it would help us to communicate also, via the throat chakra, also. So not only is it dealing with phosphate, but it's also blue and resonates with the throat chakra energy. So in more ways than one, you can talk to all kind of animals, using this blue apatite. It improves concentration and skills, memory skills, and studying. So, matter of fact, and I kind of said a little bit of that earlier, where it said it promotes intellect to expand knowledge and truth. But it's also like a good, concentration, good for concentration and good for your memory. So like all my people, in school, or anybody who's just studying on their own like I do, without, I'm, doing that college work without Sally Mae, or you doing it with Sally Mae, however you choose to do it. You know what I'm saying? Blue apatite would be a good thing to have with you on your journey, while you're doing it. Because it promotes, concentration skills, it gets hectic whenever you're trying to learn. I was in college once, Matter of fact, I'm a college dropout. So I definitely understand, which I didn't quit for temptational reasons. In essence, it was more of just feeling like I wanted to, change my life. That's a whole nother story. But the blue apatite, it will really help, in that concentration of studies, keeping out from all them parties and all these things that's going on around you, to help you to focus and concentrate on your studying, in which that doesn't mean, that it's just wearing it, when you're around the club area or something like that, you just automatically, I want to go pick up a book, no. But it does, when you're in the mode of studying, it helps to keep you locked in, basically. Keep you in that concentrated mode, As a matter of fact, it helps you to retain information, by lifting your memory skills, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, we may do this studying and cramming and all this. Then when it comes to that test, it's like, oh, shit, I forgot everything, man, damn. And it's like, that blue appetite will help with that, Which, just a heads up, you know what I'm saying? Most tests don't prove how smart you are in essence. That's just basically like a teacher just playing tricks with you, trying to trick you into marking shit wrong and not really a test of knowledge. But, keep your blue appetite to fight that battle. Let's see. When warned or carried or used in elixir, it's good for hunger suppression. Suppressing your appetite. All pun intended. But blue appetite helps with the suppression of hunger, you know what I'm saying? So if you find yourself in a situation where you're working, you really gotta finish what you're doing or this and that, but you really hungry or something of that nature too, you know what I'm saying? That blue appetite ironically keep your appetite down, you know what I'm saying, and suppress it, you know what I'm saying, so it won't bother you, so you could do what you gotta do, or to suppress it so it won't, won't be hurting, and your stomach won't be growling until you get to a place where you could, nourish yourself with food. As a matter of fact, you should be eating to live and not living to eat, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you're nourishing yourself with some live electric foods, some foods that's not going to calcify your pineal gland, Life brings life. Remember that. But yeah, it helps to suppress hunger and suppress your appetite. Let's see. It also helps to alleviate fears associated with dental treatment. So I guess, back to it being, dealing with phosphate, in our teeth and our vertebrae and things of this nature, it will alleviate that fear of the dentist. So, matter of fact, so I guess you got your little kid, they don't want to go to the dentist. They scared to go to the dentist. You might want to slip a little blue appetite into their pocket or something like that and see if that vibration helps, alleviate that fear of the dentist, so you don't have to deal with all that fighting and kicking and fussing to go to the dentist, Which, in some cases, especially if it's dealing with being drugged up, maybe that's why, the kid may not want to go to the dentist also, Because as indigos and star kids and all this, our souls naturally know that all that fuckery in them hospitals and them pharmaceutical places ain't what's up, but but if they cleaning you, doing something where they ain't, highly chemical based or, which that's very rare, but in some cases you might be able to dodge it. But alleviates fear of the dentist. So good stone to have with you, or around your kids if they scared. Because the reason why I say kids, because I would hope, which in some cases though, some grown-ups are maybe scared of the dentist too. Some grown-ups scared of like probably getting their teeth scratched, all this type of thing. So but it also encourages openness and ease in social situations, a quality that makes it useful for autistic children. So it encourages, being easy in social situations, like so you won't be all nerved up when you're around a lot of people and won't be so uptight, things of this nature, you know what I'm saying? You could have that blue appetite on you to kind of loosen you up, and make you, more open. Like instead of trying to be that person in the corner that's not trying to talk to nobody, you're going to want to walk around and be social and talk, you know what I'm saying, and not try to hide from everybody and things of this nature, You're going to be more open, basically. Those who are over-emotional can benefit from appetite's ability to highlight logical solutions and induce calm states of mind. So people, that where their consciousness don't realize or if they are even matter of fact, may not even be conscious, but regardless, like that emotional person was just bam, they just snap into that emotion, you know. And when we get into our emotions, that could be a very, very, you know, how can I say, heavy vibration, you know, stagnant vibration, you know. Over when you get over emotional, you know what I'm saying, you could just throw your spirit done kind of like flew away from that situation, like, you know, and your ego done hopped in the driver's seat, you know. You know, when you're over emotional. But when you're over emotional, you could benefit from Apatite's ability to highlight logical solutions. Because when you're over emotional, you, like I say, ego, and you're not thinking logically. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna just thinking. You're thinking with emotion, which is not really thinking. You know what I'm saying? You're just operating off the emotions. If you're an over emotional person. You know, you're not even thinking about the logic behind the situation. You're just like, oh man, this wrong that they did this, and this is wrong that they did that. Even though it's logical that that person had a reason to do whatever you know they may have done wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I did the crying thing, 'cause that's the only thing I could think of when I was thinking of over emotional. But there's all kind of over emotional, over anger, you know, over whatever, you know, any type of emotion, you know. But it'll help highlight logical solutions in that moment and induce calm states of mind. Because also dealing with, you know, over emotion, that means, you know, your energy, you know, and I ain't gonna say at a high vibration, but your energy is just so how can I say, powerful in the essence of, you know, having control over you, like I say. And with the appetite, it'll induce that calm state of mind that bring you to that zen place, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I'm tripping. I don't need to be tripping over this. You know what? Don't even worry about it. You know, you're going to get into that calm state of mind, so it's going to have you thinking logically and in a calm state of mind. Now, at the end, basically, you know, primary chakra, the chakra that this is used for is your throat chakra. Located right here. And the secondary chakra is used for is the first eye chakra. I mean, the third eye, you know, is what they like to call it, you know, Anya, Ajna. But I like to call it the first eye chakra. Because the eye I see with first, you know. Before I even open my eyes, this eye already open at all times. And blue apatite also helps for the zodiacs, Gemini and Libra, you know. Because like I say, different stones helping different things, you know. I don't want to go way off because I'm not too familiar with all the energies of Libras and Geminis, but whatever the case may be, you know, whether it may be shyness that they may have or some of that nature, you know, this blue apatite, you know, it's for them to help with whatever, you know, whatever, how can I say, usually when a stone is for you, that mean you have energy that's on the opposite side of it. So you may be like, say for instance, if it's suggested that you should have appetite, that might mean that you kind of probably, your energy naturally, you kind of just to yourself and don't speak out on a lot of things, maybe, you know. So blue apatite is good for that. And the blue apatite affirmation, I see clearly and I express myself with ease. Let me repeat that. I see clearly and I express myself with ease. Point blank, because that's another thing. Like I say, the throat chakra, you know, truth, you know what I'm saying, knowledge, seeing clearly, you know what I'm saying, concentration, you know, like the stone has to do with all that. And one more time. I see clearly and express myself with ease. But that's it for blue apatite, you know. Hope y'all could use this information in some type of useful way. But that's it for me. Peace. Now is the vibrate. You know, right now. Not too far in the past. Not too far in the future. Right now. Right now. Peace. Y'all have a happy now.